Hey guys, it's Ian here with HobbiesofaMan once again, and today we're doing another comic book review. Today we're looking at Flash Gordon number 4. I think I'm a few weeks late to this, but that's just due to a logistics issue at my local comic book store. So this is Flash Gordon number 4, like I said. It's called Outlaw Outpost, and there's no changes to the team. It's still Jeremy Adams, Will Conrad, Lee Luride, and Tyler Esposito as the letterer at the end. And it's a pretty simple issue. It actually reminds me a lot of Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace. It has that kind of vibe. Like when they go to when they're out of Naboo the first time and they go down to Tatooine, like it has very similar vibes to that. And I appreciate that for like the meta context of it, right? Like the idea that George Lucas wanted to do Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon type stuff. He couldn't, so he made Star Wars. And then because Star Wars becomes the titular version of that sort of sci-fi, that kind of like space western, kind of gritty, ugly space kind of vibe, now Flash Gordon, in its modern interpretation, is taking from Star Wars, right? And I really appreciate that kind of cycle. But most people probably will read this and be like, yeah, whatever, it's not that big a deal, right? So this story opens up with a dogfight, a space chase. Flash and Ming and the other guy, I can't remember his name, are all on the ship. They're flying away, and there's two ships behind them from Death Planet following them. And Ming and Flash are arguing. It's kind of funny, actually. Like, it doesn't come off like they're villains or enemies or anything like that. It comes off as like two exasperated friends kind of, shedding on each other. And eventually, Flash manages to get Ming to go away. Ming goes off to find the weapon systems on the ship. So he does the thing where when they're in the Millennium Falcon in Star Wars, I think this is like in episode 5, maybe episode 4, they all find the turrets and they start shooting, right? Same kind of idea here. So Ming finds them, he starts blasting, and as he's doing this, Flash continues to pilot the ship, trying to evade the people chasing them. Eventually, the ship does take a massive hit. It gets hurt pretty badly, and suddenly, a robot awakes and starts trying to fix the problem. It's very similar to the scene when they deploy the R units, right? The R2 units in episode 1 of Star Wars, and he wakes up, he starts to fix the problem. Flash manages to flip the ship around to aim at the chasing pilots, and Ming manages to hit all of them. And so they have this really nice explosion, and they get to go on to whatever it is that they're doing now. Once that they're out of danger, Flash puts the ship on autopilot, and then they go down to see what the heck the robot is doing. The robot is fixing the ship, but it's really, really messed up. It's basically beyond repair at this point. And so they have to go find a port in order to settle and get parts to fix the ship. And the nearest place that isn't a what's called like a safe house that Ming has throughout the universe is Outlaw Outpost, which is the same as Mos Eisley, right? It's a hive of scum and villainy, and this is where the episode 1 vibes really happen, which is they land in the outskirts, and then they have to split up and go down into the desert city to try to find some stuff to fix their ship, right? As they're there, they get information from this guy that's kind of on the floor. He's kind of like some sort of hobo, and they give him some nutritional packs, right? Some food, and in exchange, he tells them about Ming's mercenaries, which is this group of bounty hunters that are using Ming's name in order to go out and plunder the universe. And so Ming decides to go to them because he assumes that if they use his name, they are loyal to him in some way, right? And when he gets there, it turns out that it's a trap set up by Dale Arden, and now he is captured, and later Flash decides to go save him. And there was this kind of like, altercation that they had that eventually led to this, but it's not that important. Basically, Flash goes in to save the day, and that's how the story ends here. There's some extra little bits here and there. There's this mystery that starts here where the robot finds human DNA on the ship, but he doesn't know what it is about. I think it relates to the name of a character that is friends with Flash, but I can't remember who it is because I don't know that much about Flash Gordon, right? And overall, this is a pretty good issue. There's some extras in the back. So there's a preview to the new Defenders of the Universe, or Defenders of the World, or whatever they're called, Comic book, I don't know if anyone's really interested in this, but you know, it is there. And there's also some previews to some of the Flash Gordon comic strips that are available online. And these are fine. I don't like the artwork that much, actually. You know, I kind of flip-flop through it. I think last time I said that I liked it. This time, I didn't really enjoy it that much. I didn't really read them. I just kind of scanned through them, and I wasn't all that interested. And the Defenders thing is not really to my taste either. So I think I'm just going to stick to Flash Gordon. This is potentially the only Mad Cave series that I'm currently picking up and that I'll probably pick up for the rest of my time as a fan of comic books. Because I enjoyed the Dick Tracy book, but that one wasn't really for me because I'm not a noir kind of guy. And the monthly release makes it harder to enjoy. Like, you know, those kind of comics, it's better to read them all in one go, right? Flash Gordon kind of has a lot of more stuff going on. And so it's a lot easier to kind of enjoy week to week or month to month. And I am enjoying myself, so I will continue to pick it up. I'm curious to see how long it's going to run, though, so we'll see. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Flash Gordon number 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys later.